My mom told me not to talk to strangers on the internet, but I'm glad I didn't listen. We are the Certified Noonas, your sisters in the love of Asian entertainment.
Hi, I'm Jessie.
I'm Natalia,
And I'm Sky.
and it's just the three of us, and we decided to
Trio
bring
time.
back trio time, and we decided to bring back a thing that Jessie and I had come up with way back in like March or April. I don't even remember.
Like that. It was a good
sometime in the beginning of the year, the first quarter of the year. That we dubbed Watchlist Roulette. Now, the way that this works is we went on Viki, and we went to 4 different countries, and just picked a show out of the new releases, and we watched the first 2 episodes.
It's also like nobody has watched these.
Nobody has watched them. Most of the time, I knew nothing about any of them.
Honestly,
literally,
to a point where we were like, "Oh, is it on Viki? And is it
on Viki?" And so we picked 4 of these. So we picked 1 from Taiwan, 1 from Thailand, 1 from Japan, and 1 from China. Now you're thinking, oh, what about K-dramas? Well, wait. There might be a little bit of a connection with 2 of these that it's like we're there anyway, you know?
We're there in spirit, I guess.
And so the way that this works is we're going to talk about the first 2 episodes, and then at the end, we're going to do a little bit where we decide, are we going to keep watching any of them? Mm-hmm. And that's how we did it. We had a really good time last time.
Yeah, we had so much fun last time, and the picks that we did this time are so crazily different.
Listen, the last time we were like, man, like we really got a real gamut, like a real wide variety. This one is an even wider these are every single one of these is so like tonally different than the last. Yeah. It's actually crazy. I will say with our Chinese offering, which will be the last one we talk about, it was not our initial.
Oh, that's true.
Pick.
Yeah.
We initially were going to do Moonlit Reunion, but something weird happened where it was available, and it is still available the last I checked for me in Canada.
Yeah.
But it was like no longer available in the US, which is something that has never happened with us.
We've never had different.
Yeah, usually
that we have noticed anyway.
Yeah, if you find something, it's always going to be either for us or not. Like
not
the region,
the Americas.
Blocking,
so it was very bizarre, and we're still not sure if that was like maybe just like a weird Viki glitch or whatever. But we were like, you know what, whatever. We're just gonna pick a different one that was literally the same genre. That was literally like 2 over in the little Viki like new releases section. So I was like, it's whatever, man. Like,
these are really good. Really wild picks. Just because we literally go, has anybody watched this? Okay,
no,
this good. Okay, next.
like literally, we don't read the synopsis. No. We don't look at the actors for the most part. Well, before we pick them, just randomly. Well, we kind of do.
The dog one, I was very aware of what I was getting into.
Okay, yeah, okay. One of them is Love is for the Dogs, the Japanese one. We were vaguely aware of that one.
I had my peepers on that.
I mean, but I didn't look up anything about how it was recepted, anything. Right. All I did was after. I was like, okay, let's see what's going on. So
the ones we're doing is The Way You Shine from Taiwan, Mouse from Thailand, Love is for the Dogs from Japan, and When Destiny Brings a Demon from China. So those are the 4 that we're doing today. And when we tell you guys are in for a wild roller coaster, because I was like, I don't know how you ladies did it, but I watched 2 episodes a day from Sunday to Wednesday. We record on Thursdays. And so I watched a different show every single day. And it was like whiplash. Yeah. Every day. The vibes were so
I did it
different.
Almost like that, but it was over 3 days. So one of them, which is the Love is for Dogs, I split over 2 days. So I had a 3 episode, 2 episode. Mm-hmm. So.
And I know,
My life has been crazy, so I started watching the first episode of My Love is for the Dogs as soon as we picked
this episode, yeah.
And then my life was crazy, and so then I just finished the second episode right before we're recording. and then everything else is in between, spread out, very strange. So I didn't really get the
bookend. Yeah,
had a dog bookend. So it's kind of everywhere for me, but that's just the way things are for me these days, so it's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
That's fine.
I think like I tried like to do it as close as possible to the recording of this episode because I knew I would be like gone. Even like my notes, I'm like, what did I mean by that?
I take a real vibe-based approach to my note. I don't take notes. I just let it go in the mind space.
A lot of my notes are like very just like superficial. Like,
I pull up MDL to try to remind me, what are we talking about again? And I hope that sparks my memory on some level.
I also hope that like you're gonna say something. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right.
I hope we feed off each other.
Yeah,
improv, baby.
We will. So speaking of, let us begin. The first one, we also randomly spun a wheel to decide what order we were doing these in before we started recording. This is all random and vibe based. Yeah. This is the best episode. We love this episode. We love this episode. Like Jessie and I we're just like, hey, you want to do?
We have this like one episode that we need to do a week of episodes.
So the first one, so as we said, all of these are available on Viki. That's where you can watch every single one of these. Yeah. So in the first one we're going to talk about is the Taiwanese drama, which is actually a 2023 drama, but was just added to Viki. The Way You Shine, starring Puff Kuo and Fandy Fan, two actors that I definitely have seen before.
Yeah, I was like, hi.
Like a lot of Taiwanese dramas do this where they're like part of a series, and I don't exactly know what they mean by that, but I think it's more of like directorial staff potentially. So this is the W series. I've like seen it in other things. There's like a horror series that's on Netflix, and none of them are like part of the same universe that I've seen. So like, if that like helps you with like figuring out what this is.
And the genre of this one is definitely melodrama.
Absolutely.
It is a melodrama centered around two people. One is this lovely young woman who was raised in a very privileged family, and literally opens on her wedding.
With like the sweetest dad.
The sweetest dad who's like, you're gonna make my daughter happy, like, because like I love her so much. And she's like, oh, this is the best day of my life. I'm so happy I've met this wonderful man who definitely is gonna stay with me forever.
You're like, and then in first episode, okay, sure, this is
but like since it's not Fandy Fan, and I'm like, will he though? He's not on the poster. And
you're not smooching him on the poster.
It's like, the poster does have you about to smooch, but it's not this. It's not this handsome man I'm looking at right here. You then find out very quickly, like literally immediately after this, that her father owes a lot of money to some dubious money lenders, some gangsters.
Yeah, they even show up at the wedding.
They show up at the wedding and are harassing him, and he's desperate. He's like he goes to like his last resort, which is like a guy who works for another company, and is like, can you please like invest? Like I have all this goods that I need to, like, just things are the economy, blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, no, I can't. Like, sorry. Like, we're not doing this.
I tried, but, like, we can do it. Yeah.
So then the dad kills himself.
So, while she's on her honeymoon.
And then, so she's like, oh my God. But, like, he does a slight bit to try to make it look like an accident, but it didn't. Everyone kind of knows. So then she comes home and like they go to this little funeral and stuff, and then the gangsters show up and are like, your dad owes us like a huge amount of money. And then she goes to his company that he owns, and the company's like, oh yeah, we're like about to go bankrupt.
Like we haven't paid anybody for like 6 months.
And then you find out that the dad like signed her name to loans and stuff too. Yeah. Like it's a bad situation.
So then her husband immediately divorces her because his mom is like,
his mom, but also to be fair, like
you understand his
job, and so he was losing his job too. Like it wasn't like they weren't going after them as well.
Yeah, but like, you know, you understand it, but like I feel like the mom was just such a bitch about it that it's just like
definitely
like the mom had no sympathy for this woman who she was happy to make her daughter-in-law until just right now.
And they didn't pay for the wedding.
Yeah.
And
so she's real, just sort of rubbing salt into the wound. Things are going bad for this girl.
She did not like react to it well.
Yeah.
Although you do like it, everything about it, you're like, well, yeah, like now they're tied to this because they're coming to the house and they're coming to his work, and like you're not finding all these things, like you're now finding all these things, and it's like I understand, but like also
I understand, but also have a little bit of sympathy for this woman who knew nothing about any of this.
Didn't know any of it.
Like, dumped on her.
Yeah.
Then you meet the other dude, who's this seemingly carefree young man who just came back. He's the only son of a rich family, but then you very quickly find out that he just has horrible PTSD from watching his father die, and his mother is kind of awful to him and has never really let him like.
Oh yeah, she thinks he's a failure and like tells him
sucks. And meanwhile, he's clearly like a talented artist, but his mom's like, you gotta come do the family business or you're useless. And then he's like, you know what? If I'm so useless, I'ma just peace out. And they have like a little like, you know, the usual like, oh, they keep running into each other, but only he really remembers it because it's always when she's at the worst moment of her life every single time.
It's like, there's something about her.
Yeah, he's like, wow, we keep running into each other. And she's like, who are you? Like, I listen, so much bad shit was happening. I have not actually like clocked this man at all. And that's basically where we are for the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Very depressing.
Yeah. There also is a very big, like, also tie is that you find out that his sister is sort of dating or like very fawning over to the guy who owned the other company that was like gonna invest or like or
that wouldn't give him any money.
Yeah, so there's like a tie already. Like in
he's also
family.
feeling guilty about it, like when they're and you know, I always like these like the small world situation where it's like all of these people are just somehow unbeknownst to them connected. I have to get a
job, so I'll do delivery, and then like delivers to his hotel room. It's like okay,
of course, even though she does not know how to do anything because I don't think she's ever had a job.
No, because like it did look to be that like her parents were rich, like so like she had a nice house, she had all this stuff, so she never had to have a job and then went straight into the marriage.
So she's kind of boned. What did we think?
So I will say that I've seen a bit of in the past couple years, she had a similar role kind of in something else where she was she like her grandmother owned a like homestay type hotel situation like in a coastal area, but like it was about to close, like so she was still going through a rough time trying to keep this place open and stuff. So it's like I'm just saying Puff does such a good job with like
she did that pleasantly surprised with Jasper too.
Yeah. So,
which is also like ties kind of, because the one thing that I did see, which is not like it's on all the posters and all the stuff, is that she likes to bake and stuff. Well, there is a one more where she does bake. So that's like eventually what her career path is going to be, which in that pleasantly surprised, she was like a chef or whatever.
Yeah.
So little things connected.
But she does such a good
like,
job.
Very mellow, like very messy family dramas.
Like she can sell being miserable so well. Like she does, but she's so cute doing it. Like
miserable. Like she's no one's having a good time in this drama.
1000% going to be super messy, like during.
It's going to be so messy and so depressing.
I will say, so far, like who will eventually become the main lead guy, you know, the dude. the air.
Oh, yeah, obviously. But
Whenever there's a moment he's really trying, she's super drunk. He like tries to make sure that she doesn't end up hit by
getting a
gangsters.
DUI,
It's a whole thing.
Doesn't, like, it's a whole thing.
So he's really trying to just get her to her car and get her safe, but doesn't know where to put the keys. And so he puts them in her shoe under the car and then writes her a note. But of course, this is a drama. That note, it doesn't stay put. So he was trying to do so good.
So hard.
And it did not work.
Trying his best.
That's one of the things I liked about the drama. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your...
Well, and then of course she wakes up and can't figure. So then she ends up walking barefoot. It's this whole like...
Yeah. It's just like, yeah. One of the things, like, their first meet is kind of, like, volatile a little bit, like, because she's just coming back. She literally has just flew in from wherever she was at her honeymoon. And she's, like, rushing to get to the hospital. Because at that point, the father hadn't been officially declared dead or anything. And so she essentially steals his taxi. And that, like... makes it so like he had already had his bag in the taxi and she gives it to him, which rips off a really sentimental like pendant. And so he like goes and like basically tracks her down and he sees the moment when she is told that her father has passed away and like he's no longer there. And that is like stirs up the PTSD as well too. Like not just like because the pendant is part of the what happened to his dad, but like also like being in a situation and he like very backtracks very quickly. And I liked that we didn't last a long time in him being potentially like annoying and like mean. It was like immediately he figured out what was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, like you should have like known possibly when she's running into like a hospital, like,
right.
Like I get that like if this like pendant is that like sentimental to you.
It's the last thing his dad gave him. Like
but I really like that, and like he kind of during the like 2 episodes he kept being a pretty decent human being. Like even when his interactions with his sister, they were very pleasant, and like you could see that the sister really
like, his whole family loves him except for his mom.
Like how did
he has a great relationship with everyone he knows except his mom.
Like that, but I guess if you're like shipped to like America all the time and other countries and you know not around them, they don't have that much influence.
I love how the description in MDL like kind of starts listing all these other things that are going to pop up in the plot, like love rivals and blah blah blah. It's like okay,
I mean, sure. We didn't get that in the first 2 episodes. We just got sad hours. Just so much, just sad people having sad things happen to them.
And like sitting there, it's like when he was like trying to get the guy to invest. They were right by the water and was like, oh no.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, that man's gonna drown himself. He's gonna walk into the sea.
This is because like kind of like when I like because this is the one that I picked that I just saw randomly, right? And I was like, oh. Like the actors, we all know these actors do it. I didn't realize it was going to be this level of
depressing. I
was like, oh no, I really just picked the mellowest.
Listen, this may not be the only one that took us by surprise in this episode. Let's just say that. It was a lot more depressing than I was actually expecting. Because I was expecting, I love watching Taiwanese dramas. Like usually they're a little bit more, like fun spirit, like they're a little
or like I thought it was going to be more of like just like the moms being angry that like picked her to get married, and
I didn't think immediate divorce was happening. I was like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, it was
all right, cool.
I mean, like things happened so fast, and it was like, okay, and this, and then they go to the place, and now the workers have been paid, and the other warehouse is gonna like go under, and he wrote like your name on all these loans, and then this, and then this, and then we're like, like, whoa, calm down, calm down,
like, damn, relax. No, it didn't relax. It said.
Someone on MDL is like, I have to tag this older woman, younger man. I have to tag. I'm like, I
No,
don't
you don't.
think that's the point of this drama.
Also, by how much? Like 5 years? Like, who cares?
Did they tell me their character ages? Because like, just because the actress and the actor are different ages doesn't mean that they're not playing different ages. Like, they could be playing the same age too. Like,
yeah. It's, you know.
Yeah.
It was doing exactly what it wanted to do.
It was doing exactly what a mellow Taiwanese
what a mellow
drama
does. Like,
actually, I was like, okay. Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting it to be that mellow.
I wasn't either. And I thought, like, also kind of thought that like the bakery stuff would be pretty.
Would be earlier.
Yeah, already doing it, like, potentially.
We ain't got nothing. We just got a sad cheesecake baking scene. And that was it.
But you could tell she wasn't really finding healing. She was just like, no, it was just super sad.
Going through the motions.
Had nothing else she couldn't think of anything else to do in that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. All right. Next we move into Thailand, where yet again we randomly selected like, I think this was the first one we even picked.
Yeah,
when we were like, because I was like, oh, I didn't realize, because I said, oh, it looks like Thailand made a remake of Mouse. Now, I've never seen the Korean drama Mouse. All I knew is that, all I knew about it was the serial killer one. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, the last, Thai drama that when Sky and I did was also a serial.
And I'm pretty sure it hadn't actually officially been uploaded when you suggested it. It was like coming in 3 days or something.
It was coming in 3 days. And I was like, oh, that's perfect for like when we actually get around to doing it. They'll be like, like a couple episodes out. Like, perfect. And oh boy.
And sorry, Sky.
Oh boy. So I didn't realize until I was about 5 minutes in that this wasn't rated R. This was rated NC-17. Yes. And a lot of the times we've had problems with Vicky in the past where they'll rate things NC-17 and they shouldn't be. Nope, this one should be. This one should be. So this, just before anyone runs out and starts watching it, just know that this is so gory.
It's so gory.
This show is I was over the top gory.
It's so long since I've watched the K-drama because I watched it when it came out, so like 2021 or whatever, and that's like COVID times. I don't, whatever.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Mental health.
Yeah, and I don't remember it being that gory. So like, it's like first seconds, it's just like gory, and I was like, Sky.
I was like, oh no, and it was the last one. Okay, it was also the last one that both Jessie and I watched. Yeah, and like I watched it yesterday.
I watched it before this we're recording. That's how like
and so what really excited me about this one was that I have a little bit of I'm gonna call it a little bit of an obsession with the hot dad from Naughty Babe. All right. And I was very excited to see him in the supporting credits when I was just like looking at this on MDL. Like,
oh my God, hot dad.
I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, hot dad's in this. I shouldn't have been excited because Jessie will tell you she has a text message from me on Discord, and the text message is, no, hot dad from Naughty Babe, no. And you'll find out why in a minute. So the plot of this one is there's a really terrible serial killer who beheads his victims, who has been terrorizing this province. Yeah, the headless hunter. And he women, children, men, he doesn't murder any of them. He don't care. And he attempts to murder an entire family, but does not realize there is a second child who witnesses the whole thing. Also does not finish the job on the first child.
Yeah. And then takes off his mask.
Yeah. Well, the mom pulls off his mask. when she tries to stop him. But I think he probably assumed that the kid was gonna die of his injuries.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it turns out that he is a local neurosurgeon who is also good friends, who has a pregnant wife, and is good friends with this like researcher who's being consulted by the government about his research into the psychopath gene in an effort to. This was so bizarre. To make
this is a major thing in the K-drama as well. Like,
yeah, okay.
It made me curious if it did carry. Okay,
yeah, because as I said, I've not seen the
so big that it is the like leading line in all the copy like synopsis about it. Like,
where basically this province has decided to institute abortions if your child is tested to have the psychopath gene to reduce crime,
because they have some statistic that was like,
it's
almost
not
everyone
a real statistic. It's a made up statistic.
Although I will say that like this is like researchers are trying to find a gene, like really, but they haven't really found anything.
No,
but in this world,
in the fiction of this world,
they have found it, and they've also found that it's like pretty much always going to be a serial killer until it becomes like a genius, and
a genius or a serial killer.
And so,
or maybe
like,
both.
So it's like better off just like aborting them all. Essentially, is what the scientists.
We then bounce forward 25 years, and the kid who witnessed the whole thing is now a cop, and seems like a real rogue character cop situation. And he's gonna find where that dude left all the bodies. He's gonna finally get his revenge. Also, for some reason, he's decided that he wants to find the son or the child of this serial killer who may or may not exist, because
you don't know.
Wife was pregnant, but like she may have
weighing her options,
or not. She was weighing her options,
and they were also kind of like briefly talking about this in the episode. There was like abortions like were still in the like they might still be illegal or not. There was like stuff happening.
Thing. And so he's gonna murder this guy's kid, which seems like a weird. This kid didn't do shit to you, dude.
Yeah,
Like this kid didn't do anything to you if it exists. Anyway, but there's also this young cop played very cutely by the dude from I Feel You Linger in the Air.
I was like, he's so familiar. Oh,
right. He was also cute in that.
Also, if you're like a little bit about the K-drama, he's Lee Seung-gi's character, which he looks like Lee Seung-gi in this.
He does.
Yeah.
Who's just sort of this rookie cop who's sort of friends with this grandma who has a sort of problem granddaughter that lives with her. And another murder is happening.
Da, da, da.
Da, da, da. And meanwhile, like the rogue cop's older brother is just like, dude, you should just like listen. You should just move on with your life. Like, I managed to be a normal person, and I'm permanently disabled from the whole situation. So like, I feel like you can probably just like get a new obsession. Like, I don't know.
But he can't, because
he can't. He's hyper focused on murdering this guy's son, who may or may not exist. And there's also a doctor
still around, like he hasn't been executed or anything. Yeah, I don't know if he actually is.
So he's just chilling.
I will ask. So it was explicit that he said he wants to murder the guy's son. I just thought he wanted to murder him.
Well, both. I think he just wants to kill anyone related to this guy.
I think he can't kill the dad, because the dad's in
prison. Mm-hmm. So he's like, well, I can get revenge on you in another way. Yeah. He's kind of crazy. Like, I will.
Because the dad was like very much like, take care of my child, to the poor pregnant mother.
To the poor pregnant mother who's just like, who he tried to
pin the stuff on her.
Frame her for the crimes. This men lady. There's also like an older cop who he murdered his kids. That was real fucked up. And I just need everyone to know before you go, if you decide to watch this, okay?
all the red flag warnings, all of them.
This is the most triggering show I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I don't have any of those triggers, but you definitely do see violence against children. You see violence against women. You see blood. You see gore. You see explicit murders,
and, like explicit murders of those children as well. Like you
children,
know,
they don't show them like on screen, but you know that it is happening. Like you see these children covered in blood and stuff. Like they're not going to show it on screen. That would be too much. That would be too far.
But you still know.
But this show is an NC-17 show, and oh boy, is this show an NC-17 show.
We'll make a thing if like you have not watched the K-drama, you have not heard the K-drama. The K-drama is officially out. It's been out for years. It was like 2021, right? This show has major spoilers. And I'm not like just like saying that. It's major, like
because it is a
it's a remake. Like so it's gonna have to like happen. So if you know about those spoilers, like don't tell
yourself. Don't ruin it for people.
Like,
also,
like
don't go out looking for it because like I'm just like worried that like because it's been far enough that the K-drama has been out that the spoilers are going to be freely out, which means that if someone's just like kind of like casually like looking up like some things, you're going to find the spoilers.
So don't make them easier to find is what we're saying. You know, don't ruin it for someone who's enjoying the Thai version.
Like I will say I hadn't seen any of the K-drama, but because of who is in it, I was very aware of it because he always comes on my radar whenever he's in something, Lee Sung-gi. So I was like, what's he doing? So like I was paying close attention. So then I heard just enough about things and I was like, oh, got it.
Oh, good. Actually, I don't think this is for me.
Well, it wasn't that. It was more like
I've now.
I wasn't even closely following it like at all. I wasn't looking for it, and yet it was very much like boom, 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 spoilers. Just because
when it happened, and like there's also like I mean like there's multiple spoilers too. It's not just like one thing or whatever. But so just like know that
it's just one of those dramas that has
or something like that, or like try to like look up like people's like thoughts about it because it's just going to be so, especially right now, it's just going to be so easily.
Yeah. So, let people not be spoiled.
I also think that if you're a person who does not like watching people touch evidence without gloves, this is not your show.
But like, listen, that wouldn't actually surprise me from what I know about the actual.
Or the poor families who keep on getting shown the headless bodies. I was like, what are you doing? Stop.
Don't be doing this. But like, listen, there's a lot of like shock factor stuff in this. I would say it's like the filming and the prop work and everything. It's incredible. Great. Like I was watching it in bed. This is sort of a little funny aside. I had tried watching it in the morning, but like a lot of it obviously takes place at night, and I watch everything on my iPad. And it was just like too bright in my room that I could not actually see anything on my iPad. So I was like, I gotta watch this at night. Like I just for like, what am I gonna go shut myself in the only room in my house without windows and like in the bathroom and watch it? No.
Like in the closet.
So I was watching it at night, and my husband was reading next to me, and he was looking over, and he's like, "Wow." He's like, "This is Thai?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "This looks a lot like higher quality than the Thai dramas you normally watch." And I'm like, yeah, that's because I normally watch low budget BS. Like, yeah, but no, like this is like a really like high end, like crisp looking.
Did we actually officially tell you about who Hot Dad is? I don't think we said it.
I don't think we did. So Hot Dad, no. Hot Dad, this is not, you find this out in like 5 minutes. This isn't like I'm spoiling anything. Hot Dad is the serial killer. It's like, Hot Dad, no!
Which is so funny because I have to like set this up. So like I've been sick. So like the reason I was delayed on watching it till today was that I was going to watch it yesterday and I was just like not feeling good at all after work. I was just like, I couldn't do it. And so I had seen the one had sent me.
She already watched
like,
it.
No, and I'm not like very familiar with Hot Dad is. So for me, I was like, it could be anyone, and I kind of assumed it was the dad of the son.
He's also a good-looking middle-aged man. Like, there's a lot of good-looking middle-aged men in this, but
like, also, I will say that like what I remember about the K-drama, it didn't start off. I can't remember it starting off the way that this one did, because I feel like when the parents and the kids go to the house was like very first, because I remember like watching it and I was like, because the mom who dies is the stepmom from Come and Hug Me, and so I was like really excited because she's like hardly ever in shows, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's her,
and then she's hardly ever in that.
So like I assumed, I was like, oh, maybe he played the dad, because I still don't know, like you say Hot Dad, and I don't know the age of the person as well too, right? So it could be anything. There's
he's 51 if you're wondering, like.
So I didn't know, and then like I was watching and I was like, oh, I think she means that Hot Dad is the killer. So like when you first get it, you might be like, Hot Dad, no, because he dies instantly, so he's not in it.
No, Hot Dad was the one who done did it. And I was just like, oh, Hot Dad, no.
Because I knew like you had like talked about it for Kimjira, and I was like, oh, okay, he is in that. Okay, definitely Hot Dad. It was just so funny. I was like, it's so funny. It's
Hot Dad, you were such a smoke show and naughty babe, and Hot Dad.
I will say one of the things that like I really like about Thai just entertainment is that their thrillers are really great. So
their thrillers are
like,
really good.
Like, oh yeah, this is prime for a Thai remake, honestly.
Yeah, this feels like if this is the sort of show that you're looking for, it is going to deliver everything and more than what you were expecting from it.
And it's still airing too, because right now MDL has it lasting until October 18th, and in the
20 episode
of the MDL, people were kind of, I don't know if like Vicky did this, because I think Vicky was delayed in starting subbing this, but it seemed like they were doing it in parts, like they were airing it in parts. So it was like there was a chunk that came out, and then people were like, well, where's the next part? And they're like, people were kind of discussing that. So like I don't know how that will affect how Vicky is subbing it, but just so you know, this is still like actively being aired, so it's not like you can watch the complete thing anywhere.
It's good for exactly what it promises to be.
Honestly.
I thought it was really good. Like I guess one thing, just high quality acting, such good acting. Like everyone was amazing. It was right out of the gate with the gore, and it was almost like a title card. It's like we were having super cut of gore right at the beginning.
Yeah, because they super cutted the boxing person.
Yeah,
too. Like,
they were like, we're gonna put him here. It's like,
it was shocking to me. I was like, I don't remember this being in the Korean one. Like the Korean one kind of tends to be a little bit more Mokjong-esque. That's like kind of like the big thing on it. Like, so I was
this
like,
one seems just straight thriller. Like,
I don't remember. Like, I mean, I could be just like not remembering at all too. Like, COVID did crazy things to my brain, so who knows?
I felt like first episode gore wise, we definitely got like up close and personal killings is the main thing we got, other than like the supercut title stuff. Like I just didn't understand why we were doing that. And then episode 2 was like that's when we got like grisly with our crime scene thing. But the thing is, it wasn't like we're gonna look at this once. It was like we're gonna stare at the lady with her barbed wire, and the whole time I was actually okay. If that was a mannequin, which I'm sure it had to be or something.
Oh yeah,
it looked like a real person. I was like,
that
looked like a real person.
It really was.
Like, the prop
Whereas,
was
and even the crispy guy
in my drama list in the comments, they were like, "This is sucky. Like it's just like terrible, like blood and facts." And I'm like,
no. Maybe the quality drops off, but in the first 2 episodes, no, that was some incredible. I don't know what they're expecting. Like, are they expecting them to actually murder someone for this? Like, no.
not physical effects. Like,
No.
I was intrigued because since my percentage of like crime or thriller shows is pretty low in general, but I have watched them and I can handle them.
yeah.
And if I'm ready, if I'm in the mood, I can handle it. But
Yeah.
typically even then it's like we show the damaged body once or twice and then we're kind of done showcasing that. We have moved on to the detectives talking or whatever. This, it was like we're still talking, but we're still gonna have a close up of
we're gonna it's gonna be more of like a voiceover.
You know what it kind of reminds me
and so it was a lot.
Yeah, you know how like in Why Her you kept on getting the suicide or the death?
It was
exactly constantly that, and I was like, it's getting a little bit too much. I can't have this body slamming into a car another time. Like, it really actually is like not being okay, and I can handle a lot of things. Like, it kind of felt like that. Yeah, it was especially like right off the
I'm watching both episodes back to back, so it's like quickly watching.
Yeah, you're getting both of that and trying to figure out.
This definitely isn't a binging show, from what we can tell.
No,
and
like
it's
20 episodes of it. It's the longest episodes too out of all of our.
And so it makes you wonder: are we front loading gore, or are we going to keep spreading that out? Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if it's going to be like a Hannibal-esque amount of gore or a Bones amount of gore, because those were the two that it sort of reminded us of.
Sure.
But I guess if we keep watching, we'll find out.
I mean, I thought it was really good, and so I do want to emphasize, like, I'm not saying it was I don't know the word, because some people, there's a word for like exhibiting the gore like too much, or like that's like the point of what we're doing,
like it's too much. Yeah
like,
so I don't gratuitous, there's the word we're looking for.
There it is.
It's sort of towing the line, really,
right? So I'm not saying it's way over the line, but I'm just saying, I'm like, so we're at a crime scene, we definitely see what happened, but then we keep staring at what happened for just a very, 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 very long time.
An extended period of time,
Honestly, like, the headless bodies were less gory than the new killer.
Yeah. And they would be shown briefly.
Yeah. Like, I didn't like that, like,
it was still
them, because I was a little grossed out by that. I was like, oh no, I don't want you touching it. Like,
okay, this was like, this
was in the water a lot.
Early 2000s investigation.
Well, then, and it kind of
but
was
that
like,
was like, what's like, about
like,
me?
we're moving these covered up dead bodies, and we are just firemen carrying them over our shoulders. I'm like, wow.
But like, to be honest, like, rural coroner's office, like, that feels accurate to me.
That would not be a fun time.
Yeah, I guess, like, if that's all that happens in your town too.
But I will say, with the levels of acting, for some reason we're getting like little Loveline type vibes. I don't know why we're doing that, but we're kind of doing that for some reason.
I guess.
I actually thought the show itself was pretty balanced and stuff. It's just when we were goring, we were like,
it was gory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Though, good for the prop people and the makeup people and whoever, because
they were like, listen,
their portfolio is showcased. Like, they are shown.
They're like, we did a good job, and the director agreed clearly.
Totally. So I'm not sure I was really icked out, but I was like, wow, we're doing this a lot.
Yeah, this is a lot.
No, I think it's also like, if Natalia and I are like, whoa, then
like when both Jessie and I are both like taken aback by, like, we're talking gore fest.
Well, and so since it's been quite a while since I've probably watched a lot of this type of stuff, and so, but I was prepared because, like, I knew what we were kind of doing, but I was like, whoa, and then I was like, I wonder if it's just me. I didn't know if it was.
I will say that Natalia did say something, like, when, like, before we even started recording, when we were kind of just like talking about it. She was like, "Yeah, also, we're not watching a Korean drama that's going to blur out a knife.
All the knives."
Right.
Yeah, no. Thai dramas, they just show everything.
Like, especially when you get into like slasher dramas, they show
keep
everything.
That in mind.
Yeah.
This is not going to be like, they don't blur out things. Like, not in this one anyway. Sometimes they do, but not in this one.
A kid even had a knife. Like, there's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
They're doing lots of things. But, like, I thought it was good. I think it's probably really well shown and stuff like that. It was just, it was a lot. So just be prepared for that.
Yeah.
But you know what wasn't a lot?
To switch it up.
To switch up for a wildly different vibe. Next, we watched the first 2 episodes of the Japanese drama Love is for the Dogs. Sky, why don't you tell us what Love is for the Dogs is about?
Sky's drama.
It's about dogs.
So this had been on my radar, so that's why it was the one I recommended we pick up, because dogs and non-woo in a Japanese drama, what are we doing? I need to see what we're doing. Right? And even the posters, like, hi, I'm non-woo in the back, just being here in the middle with Japanese folks and dogs.
And then before we even get into the plot, you just gotta know these dogs are actors.
They're doing stuff.
These dogs are acting dogs.
They're giving the most.
It is adapted from a webtoon. It feels like it. You're mostly following a Japanese lawyer and a Japanese vet and their dogs and just kind of their lives. And really, we're kind of showcasing the veterinary office, which is totally cute and adorable. And everyone that works in it is totally cute and adorable. Mm-hmm. And even there's like a little dog and cat adoption cafe moment, which cute. And then we have non-woo being there because he has to come reclaim this dog because of machinations. And that's really all we're doing. Yeah. It's obvious, trying to build a love line between the two leads right off the bat. Their dogs like each other. So the vet's like, hey, can we have the dogs spend time together? Because the dogs obviously like each other. And he's not putting the moves on her. Totally not. No. He's just being friendly and being like, no, the dogs really like each other.
Yeah.
And she isn't having it because, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Strange dude saying that and trying to probably put the moves on.
Literally just walking around I didn't ask for this.
And another thing they even start off with, because this is very rom-com-y, so everyone's always talking about kind of romance or dogs. And so why do you get a dog? You either get a dog because you accepted that you're going to be single and you just want to spend time with your dog, or you got a dog because you're trying to meet somebody. It's I'm not sure.
No, sometimes you just like a dog. Sometimes you just like dogs too. There's a third reason.
Weird, but they also make it they make it seem like the dogs are yes, I have accepted matchmaker status.
Yeah. Also the dogs are in love. This is important as well. The dogs are in love with each other.
Yeah,
as well.
Yes.
They're not the same breed of dogs, nor are they the same size of dogs. Nope. One is a large, floofy dog, and one is a tiny little cute heart. The dogs are truly doing the most in every scene.
And then, it feels like the vet has a secret. We don't know what that is yet, but he's secreting about something, trauma or something.
He's either secreting or he's just, very introspective. You're like, which one is it?
What are we doing?
I mean, she also kind of seems like she has, secrets past, she's, definitely favors cases or is always doing cases that involve, divorces and stuff or, child disputes. So, I don't know if that's going to come into a situation.
She's also telling her mom to divorce her dad too. So she's like, get rid of this loser. I
love how confident she is, and then her boss is very not and is just obsessed with fancy pastries, which in my little head, which I'm not giving him and his little assistant a love line in my head, but I am but I'm at least old-fashioned cupcaking to where we are at least yay, a dude having sweets and having a good time. I don't know. I'm making that cuter in my head. Then the reality is he's an incompetent boss and he's kind of annoying. But in my head, he's cuter.
But he's not the standard. He's not
he's not a dick about it.
He's not malicious or anything. And you're in reality, yes, this would be a terrible human being and we shouldn't be okay with it. But in this fiction, kind of
just a goof
rom-com sweet little thing, it's it's not the end of the world,
So I thought it was fun that we keep on, and then it's not just that he likes sweets, it's there's this big dessert bar in the office. I got a kick out of that. Anyway,
it's cute.
It's cute. Non-woo, his character. Okay, I just casted so well because he probably could be a schmarmy character, but it's non-woo, so it's like he can
Yeah.
only be so schmarmy to
He's
me
more,
because
the
he's
most
so
extroverted,
cute.
like mysterious figure.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like he's keeping his cards close to his chest. Like no one knows where he's zigging when they think he's going to zag, you know.
But she at the very end of the episode, like, does something that, like, he's like, you know, like when she starts to do her lawyer speak,
he's like, you
like,
got me, you got me, you got
you want
me.
to
Like
see the grandmother too, and like all this stuff, and like he's like, oh, maybe she is like a match to me. Like maybe I can't actually bulldoze her.
But then against first love vet guy, I don't know.
You know what? I feel like this isn't the way it's going to go, but this would be the perfect triad, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. And get him a dog too.
But also,
might as well.
Like, just in vacations, he can just like show up in Japan. Like
the two dudes have chemistry. The lady with both of the dudes have chemistry. The dogs have chemistry. Yeah. Come on.
What were you saying, Jessie?
Oh, just like if it was like also very like fluid. Like he's just like every time he comes to Japan, so it's like mostly that too, and like. Just vacation fun.
Yeah, totally. I see it.
He's their long distance boyfriend.
Yes, and then they get to go to Korea too.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's. I doubt that's where we're headed. I fear.
No,
but wouldn't it be fun though?
Wouldn't that be the best possible? Like I'd be like, oh shit show, you did it, huh?
So I will say, like, just like going into this, you should know that like there are 2 dramas that are in the category of like favorite dramas for like all 3 of us that the writer of this drama has done before. So we first have An Incurable Case of Love, and we have Why I Dress Up for Love. So it really is kind of like stacked in a way, and then especially with the writer, where like I think a lot of people would probably be interested in it because of that.
Has all the episodes come out on Viki yet?
I think it just
a 10-episoder.
I'm like pretty positive it was like literally just this week.
Okay, because it looks like airing wise, it stopped airing September 2nd. So that made me wonder about if Viki was done popping them out.
So Viki, let's see. I like enjoyed what I enjoyed about it is it does set up kind of like the office drama like things because you have a lot of other characters, and then the other actress that's in it plays a considerable part. The
cafe owner lady.
Yes, she's one of my favorites, Japanese actresses' favorite. So like, it was also like really fun. Like as soon as she came in, I was like, oh, "What are you doing here?" Like,
Ariana, what are you doing here?
And she, I guess, potentially has a relationship maybe starting up with the one kid from the vet place too.
Yeah, like if you want to play
the guy from My Beautiful Man.
If you want to play a little age gap, they feel a little bit more age gappy. Like
she's older than me. Like so, like and I think it's a probably a
and he's 26, so
yeah, which is it's perfectly fine. There's nothing weird about it. Like
right,
no, it's fine.
I mean, I will say like their interactions are like kind of sad because they are the like central characters that are kind of like talking about how sad it is that these really great pets aren't getting adopted. Like so like they do have a little bit of like a sadness to their characters because they're like these like really great animals should like find their forever homes, and you're like
but I will say these animals when they're not finding their forever homes are living in the lap of luxury. Let me tell you, these animals are not unhappy with their current situation. This vet office looks like a pet paradise.
I know.
It kind of does feel like highlighting like pet parenthood and the way they even talk about the animals. It's just cute. So like you kind of see what it's doing. It's adorable.
Yeah, all 10 episodes, so you know, are up on Viki, fully subbed.
So if you want to binge this, I do think this could be bingeable.
Yeah, actually,
compared to I'm not sure you should binge Mouse, but if you want to, go for it.
We're not your mom. We're not going to stop you.
Yeah, you do what you do.
But from the first 2 episodes, this one feels bingeable.
Like, oh, if you need just a little bit of dopamine and everything else isn't hitting.
Yeah, and it's a Japanese drama, so they're like 45-minute episodes, which is like, for me specifically, is like the perfect length. Like, I just feel like that's just like such a great length. You get in and get like enough, and then you're gone. Like, the 20-minute episodes are a little like too much. We're like, no, can we stop?
Because it's almost by the time we get to a peak, it's like already
you're done. We're waiting another week.
Yeah,
I do think this is like a great bingeable drama.
Yeah, agreed.
If you love dogs,
you're gonna love this.
This is the drama for you.
If you don't, actually, if you're not into dogs, it might be really boring to you.
Like, if you are a real, I feel like the Venn diagram of dog haters and certified Noona watchers is probably a very small overlap.
Some people are just pretty neutral about pets, which is totally fine.
That's fine. We don't judge you, but
it's cool.
We have one more that we did here. This one was the one that we had to, it was a last minute replacement. For Moonlit Reunion. I just literally opened Viki and said, oh, there's one that's literally right next to it that seems to be the same genre. Should we just do that instead?
We looked it up and it was available.
Yeah, it was available. We said, yeah, why not? And that is When Destiny Brings the Demon. Great title. And it's an isekai drama. I didn't know this and was very excited to discover this because I love isekais.
Can I ask a super quick question? Because I'm wondering about, typically if there's an isekai drama, do we ever go back? Is it ever tied to current, do we ever play with that again? Or is it typically like, we isekai'd, we're never going to explain that. That's just going to be back there and we're going to forget about that.
In terms of animes, absolutely. I've seen lots of isekais.
I've seen them in these ones too.
And kind of like reverse isekai where like the characters that were in your isekai,
in the fantasy come to the real life.
Over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because typically, so like this show is an example, since we isekai'd in to the fantasy world, the whole time, the rest of these types of shows, the whole time I'm like, are we going to bounce back? And like, who's going with it? Like, I'm always curious about like that part.
Yeah. A lot of the times I'll find like right at the end, they'll isekai, like the person who's going to isekai'd in isekai's out. And then suddenly either like they will find out that this person was reborn into their world as a real person, or this person will follow them.
Yeah.
But we don't know that yet for this one.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We're 2 episodes in.
We don't even get like a lot of like how the isekai happens. It's pretty much squarely in the...
Yeah, it's squarely immediately she's driving, car accident, and then she wakes up in a fantasy world and is like, who the hell are you? Who the hell am I? And so this poor office worker isekai'd into this fantasy world where this cultivator basically like magician martial artists, for anyone who's not familiar with this type of drama, and it's like, okay, we gotta go to like this big event. Don't worry, you're just a seat filler for this event. You don't have to do anything. Basically, we have this like grand master who like is like the source of all of our power, and he only comes down from the mountain once every 500 years. And so once every 500 years we send all of the people, and he will pick 100 people to come like learn cultivation with him up on the mountain and like help him out and stuff. And don't worry, you're not gonna get picked because like you don't have that much power, and like you just got here, and like we just need to fill the numbers. And she's like, okay, cool, whatever, like as long as I don't have to do anything.
And I love, she pretty much says it exactly like that. Like, I love how she is just still very chill, very modern.
Do anything. I just want to, I'm treating this, she literally says, I'm treating this like a vacation from my stressful job life. Like, if I'm dead, if I'm in a coma, if this is all just like, I don't care. I'm going to enjoy myself and do nothing. Love her energy. Of course, she immediately gets picked. And then you find out that she's not just like randomly in the world. She's been isekai'd into a specific body of someone who is a demon assassin, but she doesn't know any of this. So she, of course, gets picked to go up onto this mountain where you meet the dude who is, he's not having a good time. He's not
everyone and everybody's very like not who he thinks they are. Like he's like they're all just
everyone up on this mountain who got picked, they're all either trying to seduce him to have his baby or murder him. Yes. And he knows this because he's been
at these picks.
He has been imprisoned on this mountain by like the sect leaders of like this group who have been siphoning off his magical power and preventing him from killing himself because he lives in constant horrible pain due to his magical powers or whatever. And meanwhile he's like, why are you here? Like, and so he's like, I know you have an agenda. And she's like, legit, I'm just here, man. Like, I don't want to do shit. And he's like,
And so then he checks it like a truth,
like using like a truth serum,
and then checks it and is like, oh, she's for reals. That like she has no agenda. Weird is all he thinks.
That's suspicious. That's weird. He also has a magical snake familiar
who ends up being super cute.
The snake familiar is more like a dog.
I just said, I love the snake. And I literally stopped loving the snake immediately. The first thing you see in the first episode is him and the snake, and I was like, I love it. Done.
I love the snake. I love the snake. The snake can like change sizes. The snake is like does his bidding. But the snake also like ignores him a lot because the snake immediately falls in love with this girl. Like sort of like like the snake is a dog essentially.
Yeah.
And so the snake is like, hey, do you got snacks? Do you got snacks? And she's like, all right, snake, I do got snacks. But you gotta like, listen, I found this nice little like house that's like far away from everyone and no one's asking me to do anything. So you can come eat my snacks.
Yeah. You gotta be chill.
You gotta like, we gotta be chill about this. And the snake's like, oh yeah. But the snake doesn't talk, but he just like,
but he has expressions.
Like, yeah, he does.
Yeah, the snake, the way the snake, they've animated this snake to move is so like it's just so like you know what it's thinking and you're just like I love it. And then of course the snake immediately sells her out to the demon and it's like
animal playing matchmaker. It's okay.
And it's like hey I love her, you should hang out. And so the demon's like, oh, fine. Like the king, the head dude is like, fine, like you're now gonna come like work in my house. And she's like, I don't want to. And that's basically where we've ended the first 2 episodes.
My favorite part of this is everybody keeps going, doesn't she know? And I'm like, no, she clearly doesn't know.
She don't know shit. So everyone's like, oh, she must have. So all these like people who are meeting her is like, oh, she must be pretending to be this clueless to like work because we all have agendas. And she's just like, I don't know shit.
Literally,
I don't know shit. I know nothing. I don't want to do anything. I'm a slacker. Let me slack. Sky, what did you think?
Well, the guy's just having such a bad time, or at least he's had such a bad time, like the worst time you could have. Yeah. That is what he has had. And so of course he doesn't trust anyone that breathes. Like, of course he doesn't. And then he really is like, oh, she really doesn't know anything. That is so strange. Like, I don't even know what to do. There's not even attraction there or anything. He's really just like, I don't know what to do with you because I don't know why you're here. Like, you are confusing.
I just feel like when you first meet him, he seems like just an absolute psychopath.
Yeah.
but then they very quickly are like, well, here's his backstory, and you're like, oh,
so
actually,
everyone else are psychopaths.
Yeah.
He is
he's
justified.
He's justified in what he's up to.
Kill people or whatever, like, and you're like, and then you find out like very quick, because she is like actually like she catches on really quick on things.
Yeah,
like I don't know if she just like loves that like style of entertainment, so like she's like, oh yeah, I got this.
Oh, I get what's happening.
Yeah.
Also, she has very good self-preservation, so she's like, nope. I'm not. Listen,
She's also
I'm
so
not
funny
because
because like she like hears all about it, and the like guy, and she comes up, and then the guy gets really close to me, and she's like, "Oh my god, he's hot."
Yeah, and then she's like, "Wait a second, wait,
could be bad."
I don't know, man.
I don't
know.
I think it was like the titles of the episodes were kind of cute. Like
yeah,
I just want to be AFK. Like so, the way it was, it always kind of has game lingo. Like
yeah, it does,
because it seems like she's enough of a gamer that she has experience. Like because she kind of says things like dungeons. Like so, she's used to.
Yeah, and they talk about like
aspects of fantasy.
Too,
like that's how she's interacted with fantasy. So that's like how she is perceiving of what they're up to, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But God, that snake. I love that snake. I hope that the snake continues to be a main character of this whole situation.
Oh, I hope that he burns down everything.
Oh.
For her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for her.
Absolutely. No, this one was a lot more fun than I was expecting it to be from the first 2 episodes. Though it is 33 episodes.
Yes.
But I think that it's already all out on
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Viki, because that's, because the way that Chinese shows release, they literally release every day of the week.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I also really liked? I don't know if it's going to be an issue because we definitely don't know all the like incentives of the girls that are there, but the one girl that like they came back and stopped and helped her and fixed her, I was like, I want them to be best friends.
Yeah.
But
I loved her.
But it's also like, here's the problem. I think that actress has chemistry with everything she touches. So like, I don't know if that's what I'm reading. I'm like, she has so much chemistry with this like digital snake. What's going on?
And she has a very sort of like mischievous look to her. Like
she does.
She just has like a very impish, like little like.
She's just kind of like
she
really
looks like she's about to crack a joke all the time, and she's so cute.
Like there's like one part where she's
cute.
like sleeping and she just has the leaf over.
A leaf over her face. Oh my goodness! And he's just like, for real? Like she's really she's just asleep. She can't sense me here. She's just okay. And she's only been working since 2021, so she's,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's only 25. But yeah, she's delightful. The first 2 episodes, delightful.
Yeah, like, they got me pretty hooked on that as far as... Because he has so much motive in his character, and then she really doesn't have any, which is, like, kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then of course... Right at the end, it's like, oh, for whatever reason, her whatever tiny power she has somehow cancels out his pain or something. Which, like,
and they're like, of course, foreheads, and you're like, oh wow, this is very modern rom-com, aren't you?
Touch these foreheads harder, my friends. Like, I'm excited. It's fun. It's a fun vibe. But, like, of course it'll get, like, these sorts of shows, they do go on, like, they'll really give you high highs and low lows. So, like, I feel like that's probably, get real dramatic at some point. Real depressing. But,
I will say, I mean, trigger warning for, like, child danger and abuse.
Like, mystical abuse.
But, like, it wasn't a good time. It was pretty rough.
But,
like,
why did we like pick 3 out of 4 dramas that like had? I'm so sorry.
Like, it's not really comparable to Mouse.
Like still like
in any way, but yes,
it was.
Yeah.
But it's very brief. It's not. It's
kind
not
of
like
comparable to what's the first one? Yeah, the Taiwanese drama. Like
the way you shine.
The spots where like his dad's death, like It's kind of actually,
Yeah.
like, in terms
Yeah, we
of,
kind of this was
portrait
pure
style.
like happenstance that this has happened because we literally just like pulled open by country and picked one,
and like each
That's
of
how
us
we do
like
this.
just randomly said, "Hey, how about
Yeah.
that?" Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I will say this show showing the cards of like why this guy trusts nothing, you know,
Yeah.
has anger issues, whatever.
They're
The way it
front-loading
showed the
for you.
cards, the way it front loaded, it helped me care about his
Connect
character
to
at all,
it, yeah.
other than just being terrified that if he's gonna just kill her.
Otherwise,
like,
he's just
that would be
crazy.
the,
Trying to figure
Otherwise,
out
he just seems like a psycho, and
Yeah,
it's like,
you're
no,
like,
he's
do I really want her
just
with
a
him?
fuck.
Because like clearly
Yeah.
they're the love interest, so why would I want this poor girl who just doesn't understand what's happening? And
Yeah.
but
there's,
it
like-
was nice. It wasn't like a fourth
Yeah.
episode reveal. It was like a no.
No.
This is
we
why
like
he
squarely
has a bad
knew
time.
it was like basically the council or whatever was just like
Yeah.
playing games with every female in town.
Gross.
It's very interesting. Like, it's a very sort of standard of this type of drama concept, but it's executed very well in the first 2 episodes anyway. And since watching it, I have seen a few like posts on Blue Sky with people being like, "I'm loving this show. I'm loving this show." So I'm like, I guess other people found it as charming as we did and have kept watching it. So
Yeah.
Which then leads us to the last portion of this episode.
True.
This is the fun part. Well, this whole thing's been a fun part. This is like legit
This is
my new favorite episode that we do, where we try to figure out what shows we think the other ones will keep watching. And though if you've been following along, perhaps you have some. Write down your thoughts as to who you think's gonna keep watching what. Jessie, what do you think Sky's gonna keep watching?
Okay. So Mouse. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think she's gonna pick Mouse, but
I know she had positive things to say about Mouse.
did. But like,
pretty good.
you know, you can also have positive things and just like never pick it up again. True.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true.
I do think that Love is for Dogs is a very high contender. Not just because it was already something that she was interested in. I think that it is a Sky drama as well, if I'm
Yeah.
reading it correctly. And I think potentially When Destiny Brings a Demon is going to be a keep. I'm a little bit on the fence with The Way You Shine because I feel like maybe The Way You Shine just won't be something you want to dedicate
Enjoy
hours
that much,
to.
yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. What about who do you think, Natalia?
So, I think real out of left field. I think Jessie. I think you're gonna keep watching The Way You Shine.
Okay.
Something about it. I don't know. Something about it. I'm like maybe. And I think because it's a J drama, you can just inhale those like nothing. You'll probably get through Love is for the Dogs in an afternoon that you have free one day. Yeah, it's just the J drama way, you know. Yeah, and Sky, for dog content and non-woo alone, I think the Love is for the Dogs is really one for you, and I do think you probably will do a good old college try to When Destiny Brings a Demon as well, because like
At least it's just 33 episodes. It's not like 50.
yeah, 500,
and it's like
yeah.
40-minute
40
episodes, so
which sounds like a lot when you say it, but like that's
but it's really
that
not.
many.
Like Mouse is an hour like 20 on
That
some.
was so long.
It was like hour
That
10,
was
hour
so
20. I was like, well, this was like
And I feel like
It was
in,
packed
like,
though. Like it did. It never dragged.
Yeah, it
never
didn't feel that long.
draggy.
And I feel like there is a world where Sky does finish Mouse. I feel like there is a world.
There also
maybe not right now.
Maybe it's an October world, so like she
like sort of like
holiday.
a spooky season world.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Because Sky has also finished The Veil before. It depends
true.
on what I'm
That's
up
true.
to.
That's
like,
true.
if you
She's been
have
known to do a thriller.
time, like so, like you just like watch a couple of
It's just a
episodes here and
time-based
there.
thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do I guess for everybody? Natalia, I don't think you'll finish Mouse. Just because I don't think you'll be busy with other stuff. I don't think you'll finish The Way You Shine. I don't think that's really... Maybe. Love is for the dogs. You will finish that one at some point.
It has dogs in it. Come on. Come on. It's a J drama with non-woo and dogs. Did we think I wasn't going to finish that one? Come on now.
And when Destiny brings the demon, yeah, you will. That will be. Jessie, I do think you will finish Mouse at some point. I do think that will happen. Yeah, Love is for the dogs. I think only if you're in like that, really wanting.
You need to pick me up.
Yeah.
You watch like 3 episodes of Mouse and you're like, I really need to like just really refresh the old palette. Get some dog content in here.
Yeah. Okay.
I think jury is out, in my opinion. Like for me personally, on The Way You Shine. I do probably, if I ever have some time later on, I might give it a couple more episodes because I want to see what we're doing with baking.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to, like, are we having any secondary characters being fun with bake? Like, what are we doing with that? And that would probably decide if I would want to dedicate any much more time to it. But like, the first 2 episodes didn't give much in the way of, and I still think it's going to be mellow though. So like, that's fun. But I want to know if are we doing healing mellow? Like I don't know what type of mellow we're really
the way
doing.
I am with The Way You Shine, because like when the first episode I was like, yes, I want a mellow Taiwanese drama, and then it got to the second episode and I was like, I don't like this as much as the first episode actually. Like, wait a minute. So like I'm
because
kind of
I thought it could like change in the third. Like,
yeah, that's kind of the hard. I kind of think it's going to be not something I like pick up soon if I do.
Taiwanese dramas are actually kind of hard to read like that sometimes,
That's
in my opinion.
You never really know where they're going to go.
You can be like 7 episodes deep and you're like, I still don't know. I don't really know.
And you just kind of like pick it up again after a while. You're like, I'm just, you're again. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be continuing with The Way You Shine. I wasn't really connecting with that one that much, which is a shame because I really like the 2 actors.
Yeah.
But then again, I hadn't even read the synopsis, so I knew nothing about the stuff. And I was like, I don't think I can watch this woman be shat on by life for much longer. Like it's kind of. Listen, a little too realistic. I like people in non-regular situations. I
do wish there was like a trope name for pretty much, and this runs a variety, like it would be a spectrum of this, but it really is woman having really bad time. Like,
woman suffering.
Yeah.
Woman suffering. And it's like for episodes and episodes. And it's like, ooh,
when their male rough, counterpart isn't at the same level of suffering.
Yeah. Like, I think that's, I think that's a tough call.
And I could see, like, also because, like, I just feel like the actress does do that well, too. That, like, it might be why she was cast in it, too. So then you're kind of like, oh, do I want to be drained like that?
Do I want to be depressed? Do I want to be depressed for, like, at least 5 more episodes before they turn it around?
And maybe not, like, because, like, the guy is seemingly great right now. So maybe that was the shining part of it.
Like, well, if it was like a 12-episode drama, I think I'd be like, maybe. But 24?
Ooh, that 24.
Yeah.
That is, it's like, what are we getting up to in those last 5 episodes? Like, it makes you wonder what we're doing. But I think, so what, again, there's not a name for that type of trope or that type of drama. But like, I think the ones, and I'm not saying I don't like drama, that I universally dislike that. I'm actually fine with that so like Why Her is an example.
Yeah.
You can be suffering pretty bad, but if you end up pretty empowered or if you're kind of healing, like do we feel like she's taking back agency? Do we feel like she's taking back power? Sure. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. But if we're just like, well, we kind of fell in love and we're still having a bad time, but we kind of healed only a little. It's like, depends on what we're doing. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So what about Mouse? Keep watching Mouse.
Okay, so here's the thing. With Mouse, the K-drama, I only watched 4 episodes because I purposely dropped it. It literally, I can't remember what it did, but I remember going, like, actually groaning and being like, I don't want this anymore.
I think if I vaguely remember, super vague, were the cops like really copying bad or something?
I think, like, I have a theory, and I think it kind of like stems on the big spoiler because, like, I figured out the big spoiler beginning of episode.
Yeah, I don't even know what the big spoiler
I think you got
is,
spoiled.
I think I figured out
I think an aspect is you got spoiled too. So like I think there was kind of a
I didn't get spoiled. Like I just figured it out. And I think like how do I explain this? I feel like it was because the show presented itself of wanting to be a slasher and a thriller, but it started off that way, but it really wanted to be this pretentious talking about the psychological thing, and it didn't end up there. And also the spoiler, how do I say this, the big spoiler, like I knew it was going to happen just because like it is my preferred genre, so that wasn't like a hard thing for me to like work out. But maybe do not flame me. The people associated with the spoiler did a terrible job at making it like a spoiler.
I can imagine.
So that's the thing. I will say that I really truly do love Thai thrillers like so much. So like,
and it seems like they're doing a really good job.
Might
with this
actually be like something that like is going to be like good for me too. So like, because I was trying.
I found that a lot of Thai remakes do change things too. So like they figured
out the spoiler, and I guess I would have just because it's just kind of easy. Like
because when you watch enough of this sort of thing,
it's just like you kind of like like figure it out in your head. It's not like something that like it just kind of happens. So you even like a part where you're like not even trying, you're just like, oh yeah, and then you're like, oh yeah, I was right. Okay.
I will say, I think something that I didn't really mention about Mouse, I really liked Journalist Lady.
Oh yeah.
And the vibes that we had with Cop Guy. And it wasn't, I'm not really meaning romantic. It just, I kind of liked how they were almost buddy copying just a little bit. Yeah. Like to where we were getting that way he would be able to explain a bit, but it felt a little more natural because she was there.
And the K-drama, and I don't think the female characters are as pronounced, honestly. I'm just like really trying to remember. It's just like really hard. I'm like, there were some parts like in the Thai version they did kind of like almost the shot for shot thing. I was like, oh, that's like totally it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Just with different actors. So yeah, it's. I think I'm gonna at least try till 4, and then we'll see how it is.
We'll see how it rolls out.
And then
what about you, Natalia?
Listen. I love. Here's my problem. I love this cast. This cast is incredible. It's got Captain. It's got Hot Dad. I don't think right now.
Were you not prepared for Hot Dad to be doing that?
Listen, I wasn't prepared for Hot Dad to be doing all that. Okay, like it's not. No, he was doing a great job. Like he's a good actor. Okay?
Oh yeah,
which is why he has stuck in my mind. The reason that I liked him so much was not because he is very attractive, but it's not actually because he's hot. But he was very charming in Naughty Babe. Is the reason why I'm like, oh, I like this guy because he was like a sassy dad who was like, oh, like his son's husband. He was like, oh, if my son is a dick to you, I'll get rid of him. You can stay. I like you better. Like it was that energy. He's like, I've made a custom room for your chihuahua. Like I do Tai Chi and I'm sexy. And you're just like, yeah, Hot Dad, yeah, let's do this. But like he's not like in this one, he's doing such a good job at just being such an evil sociopath. And you're just like, oh my God, he's such a good actor. But as much as I love Hot Dad, as much as I really do love Nonkul and Emmy and Captain, I don't think right now
a couple of different things.
I don't think right now this is for me.
Okay.
I don't think right now. Who knows? Maybe 2026. I'll be like, you know what? It's February. I'm cold. I got a little cup of hot cocoa. Maybe it's time to get my heart pounding with a nice thriller, and I pick it up again. Who knows? But as of right now, I don't think so. So Love is for the Dogs. Or no, wait. Sky. Are you doing Mouse?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'm possessed, but my life is so crazy right now. Like,
that's I'll say this. True, yeah.
I can guarantee probably not in the next month or two. Like, just because of my circumstances. Like, I just know that I'm not going to have bandwidth for that. But as far as, like, I was pretty impressed by how it was being acted and stuff. That, like, and since I've already put in the effort and gotten through what I've gotten, I've gotten through that gore.
So now
it really is possible that we're not going to be doing a ton of that every single time.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Yeah, that could just be like the splash to get you in.
Yeah. And that's kind of thing with any drama. So I'm not saying this is a tie specific. A lot of dramas, as we're setting the stage, we be flashy with some stuff.
Yeah,
right?
we front load it and then like kind of.
And sometimes even rom-coms do that. Like, we'll front load comedy and then we even out, and then it's actually like, I find it's better late. Like, you never know what we're actually getting in episode 5. Like, it's kind of hard. Now, I'm not saying, I do think Mouse will be pretty consistent, but as far as like the gore level is all I'm discussing for that. Like, we don't know if we're front loading the showing of the crimes,
visual effects,
as much. Like, I still think we're definitely going to have slashery items happening, just hopefully not charred body up close personal level
in every episode.
Unless we just do those flash things all the time just because we want to keep remembering poor boxer guy. Like, I don't know what we're doing, but maybe
poor boxer guy.
Poor boxer guy. And hey, I'm glad that we didn't always see barbed wire lady all the time too, but like, anyway.
It's the genre.
It is the genre. But I don't know.
Maybe
it is actually pretty possible for me, because I really like non-cool.
So
like, I thought he was
you
doing
might
a
actually
really
just
good
want
job.
it to like just to know. Like, that might be your actually like
right. Like,
you're like, I need to know the story.
If there's not a 0% chance that Sky ever doesn't finish it,
it's way more. It's way more than you probably think. Like, depends on later on in life. I'm not quite sure.
Depends on life.
But then it's always like, then there's a lot of new dramas all the time.
That's
so
true.
Like, you never really know.
So the distractions never end.
The distractions never end. But Love is for the Dogs. I probably am not going to really pick it up like necessarily this
immediately
month, because again, life is crazy, but cute. It's cute. It's a really good turn your brain off, because even whatever mysteries we're doing, they're not that
mysterious. Like, they're not. It's low stakes.
We also have. I think we didn't discuss it, and my mouse isn't working, but we had an idol being in the office in that, didn't we? What I mean by that is, I can't think of his name.
Cha Ha-kyun was
Cha Ha-kyun, like
his brother from VIX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like so we kind of keep seeing him, and then the gal who's always in the office too, like I think sister or something. Like she's always great whenever she. So the Korean actors that we have in this too, I'm like, hello, like you guys are heavy hitters,
well-known actors.
Yeah, it's not like it wasn't just character actor level. Like, it was like, what are we? We're gonna like do something later, is what it felt like, because we wouldn't really be having just like a cameo. It felt like we were gonna act later more. So kind of curious about that.
So I will say that I did find this boring, so I don't know that I'm gonna keep watching it, but I have like watched a good chunk of it. Well, I always think 2 episodes of a J drama, you're like, well,
that's a step forward.
Keep going.
I didn't hate it, but like, I do think I just never would have picked it up also. I probably may have not even like gone to episode 2, but like it's like not a never, but like definitely not like soon. Like, unless you tell me
where you need something
like,
in the background while you're doing something, you put it on and half watch it, sort of thing.
To me, the plot is. I don't think the plot is weak. It's just we're sure looking at dog stuff.
Yeah, we're not doing a lot.
Like, it's a big percentage.
Like, there could be something that
happens.
Yeah,
that's just
like that we just
now.
That hasn't happened yet, but like we don't know what that is yet. I'll probably at some point finish it. It's not like, listen, it's
really not hard. Like, I think
it's not hard.
Even though I say it's boring, I don't think it's terrible by any means, and like I don't think it would be anything that like would be like hard to finish too. Like, it would, but it would probably be like 1 or 2 episodes here and there. Like, it would be like a long. It's not something I would binge.
Yeah, I feel like what'll probably happen for me with it is that I'll have like a day where I don't have anything going on, and I'll be like, I might as well just go finish that. And I'll just like make myself a snack, sit in bed, and finish it.
Yeah.
So
since I'm a real winner at not finishing dramas in general, I can almost guarantee that that's going to be sat unfinished for quite some time for me. So we'll see if I ever finish it. But I do think it's cute. It is a Sky drama. We'll just see if I'm great at not finishing Sky dramas, just for the record. Great at that.
now, when Destiny brings the demon, I just want y'all to know, as soon as we finish recording this episode, I'm going to go watch episode 3 of that.
I can't because I have to work tomorrow, but this was the first drama that I watched on Monday, and I was like, if this had been my last drama, I would have just kept going.
No, it was the third one I watched, and I was like, oh no.
I was like, I was not
I want to keep watching this.
Like, take me and like, I just want it. That's what I want.
I want to keep watching it so bad. Like, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad we're almost at the end of this episode so I can go watch more of Destiny vs. Demon.
I will say, I'm very charmed by her character being... She's so modern with like the reason she wants to be a slacker. She's just had a rough time at the office and stuff. It's like, I don't know. I just love that so much.
She's a relatable queen.
And how, but she also is smart enough to know, oh no, I'm in danger. Like she tries to avoid danger too. So like I really do appreciate it.
She's just lazy. And I appreciate that.
And then he thinks she really is stupid, which, because like in the world she is pretty stupid as far as like, because she doesn't know what she's doing.
She doesn't know anything.
She doesn't know the things that everybody knows. They're like, duh. And you're like,
and she's like, listen, I got amnesia. Okay.
She's trying really hard.
You have that here? No, I'm... Are you gonna keep at it, Sky? Are you gonna keep watching it? What do you think?
I probably will, just because I think the reason I find it hard to start and really get into dramas similar to this is if they're not an isekai level something.
If they just pull you into the world immediately and you're like, I don't know any of this.
If we're not gamified, if we're not isekai, if we're not doing something that ties me to like reality a little bit, and that way the character kind of has at least the character kind of being a more modern character kind of has that bridge of like helping me figure stuff out, because I'm not as familiar. I've watched enough of this stuff. I kind of get it, but I'm still so far behind with understanding that it helps me whenever. So whenever I find these, it is kind of like, if I'm in the mood to watch those types of things, I do try to gravitate towards these. And so I know that they're my better entry level version of that, because I do struggle more, because I've tried ones where, we're all in the fantasy world, this is what we're doing, and I struggle so bad. I don't know why, but like after an episode or two, I'm still like, I'm so confused. Like, I don't know.
A lot of them just like assume that you have sort of a wuxia background knowledge for like these fantasy style dramas, that if you've never seen one before, like you wouldn't know like what cultivation is. You wouldn't know what, like any of these like mystical terms that they're using are.
But to me, like, I'm pretty, like, I know those things at this point, but I'm still not used to them enough to where I can like
you pick up all the time.
So I appreciate when there's a character that helps kind of be the dummy with me a little bit.
They better not break our hearts with the snake getting hurt. Like, let me just say that.
The snake is everything to me. I would like to actually, I'm about to say something wild for me, because as everyone knows, I'm Vicky's #1 hater.
Yeah.
But I would like to thank Vicky for messing up that other show we were going to watch, so that we got to watch this one. It was Fate. Yeah. Fate said, no, listen, we know you love Tsukai. Whatever. Okay, ignore him for a second. We're not going to let that happen. We want you to check out this one instead. And we were like, blessings upon us. The universe said, here you go.
Here's a snake. And then we all go,
Here's a snake dog. And you're like, yes, I love him. I love him. And his cute little expressive face. The animation of the snake is great. Like sometimes on some of these the animation not good. The animation this one pretty good. I
also like what bird were they? She was like flying on a bird.
it was like a heron, wasn't it? Like a crane,
something like that.
It's like a giant.
I will say
crane.
the effects of that were good and bad at the same time.
Oh yeah, but
like I still appreciated. I thought it was fun.
They're still fun. It's fun. Like it's just goofy. For the first 2 episodes, anyway, it's goofy enough without being so goofy that you're like, this is inappropriately goofy.
Yeah.
But you're just like, no, this is an appropriate level of goofiness for what is happening here, and a real Noonas sleeper hit.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed.
Would have never guessed.
No. I knew I would probably like it because I really like these types of dramas. So this was like I was like, oh, sick. Like, yeah, let's get a little fantasy drama. But like, I was like, oh, actually, I'm having like
we're isekai.
a really good time with this. Because I did not look at the synopsis. I did not look at the actors. I just said, oh, look, this one has demon in the title, and it's also new.
It was literally like we found out that like the drama was not there, and then you were like, hey, try this, and I literally with Vicky basically like immediately and started watching. I was like, oh my gosh, whoa,
oh my gosh, this is fun.
The first
oh my gosh, this is fun. But yeah, that was episode 2 of Watchlist Roulette. We went on for a while today. We had a long
did you like it? This is your first roulette. Did you like it?
Yes.
Was it a fun?
How did you feel about the Watchlist Roulette?
I did like it, but again, my life's crazy right now, so making time to watch all this stuff was actually really hard.
But it is kind of fun being forced to watch so wildly different too, right? Like that actually is kind of fun.
So
just, like,
even if
in a bunch of different genres.
Even if, and I do that a lot anyway. So like, I do that often for what we're watching, because when my life is demanding like this, and I am not really able to finish a lot of stuff because I'm bad about making myself finish and try a lot. So I do like dipping in, and so at least I feel like, hey, I got some serious drama watching in. Am I going to be able to finish all these at the moment? No, but I got to have fun checking stuff out.
Fun to
and
do
that's enjoyable.
Thing, where you're just like going in blind and you just don't know what's happening, and you're just kind of like surprised by things. I think that's like also what's a lot.
And they were all good. Like as far as
none of them were bad.
Could I finish watching all these? Oh yeah, and enjoy it. Like it's really. None of them were like, man, that was.
Yeah, I hated it.
If any, it was the dog thing, just because it did drag, just because it was a dog. But like, since I love dogs, I'm like, cute dog. It's dragging, but it's a cute dog, so like, I'm fine. Yeah. But I did enjoy it. It's just it front loads the work a little bit. Is all I'm saying. That's the only drawback of this type. But that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Well, anyway, we hope that you all enjoyed this very long episode of the Noonas today. You can listen to usually much less long episodes. Every Monday we put out, except for like special occasions, there will occasionally be one. But besides that, pretty much every Monday we have an episode that comes out wherever podcasts can be found if you like audio, and it's on YouTube if you wanted a video. We do both. And if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, that sort of thing. Tell people about us if you think they would enjoy the content that we're doing. Wherever they, like to listen to podcast situations. And if you want to support this podcast like the incredible people who do, you can go to patreon.com/certified Noonas and join the Certified Found Family. They are a found family on the web. We love them. They're great. We have a movie night every month. We have little mini episodes that go out. And yeah, they're incredible. We think they're great. They love us enough to give us money to keep this running. And that's amazing. Like, we will continue to make content for y'all. Anyway, we hope you have a fantastic week. Oh, no, I'm not done. Because if you want to listen to this episode and get links and time codes to where you can watch things, you can go to our website, certifiednoonas.com, where we have the episode in audio, in video, and also links to everything. If you're just like, where do we find you? We do have a website. We're on social media. We are on Blue Sky and Instagram @Certified Noonas is how you find us, all one word. And yeah, now I can say we hope you have a fantastic week. And maybe, I don't know, maybe engage in a little watch list roulette of your own and just pick something at random, because you never know what you're going to find that might be your next favorite drama. Yeah. Who knows? Also, we are not sponsored by Vicky. I think I have to say that
Vicky
No,
is
we
not
are not.
part of the Found family.
Vicky is not part of the Found family. I think legally at some point we have to put hashtag not sponsored in this current thing. That's just the easiest one to use. Anyway, we hope you have a fantastic week. As always, wear a mask and wash your hands. And keep enjoying Asian entertainment. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.